Hey guys, Mike Hansman with Small Arms Pistol Academy. So generally, I am shooting a pistol. Tonight, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. What I actually have is the Sulun arms, and this is what they would call the Tac-12. So it's basically a Benelli M4, but at a third of the price. Now, generally speaking, I don't love budget firearms. However, Benelli lost their actual patent as far as the gas system goes. So a lot of clone companies started picking up that system, and I was told it was pretty good by one of my gun dealers, and I figured I need to give it a try. So at a third the cost, it wasn't a huge amount if I waste or anything. And the only thing I actually have changed so far is I mounted that hollow sun. Now that's the 503 that's up top there, so it should be a pretty cool optic. And one of the reasons I actually mounted this particular optic, and I'll bring that closer so you guys can see it in a little bit, but basically most hollow suns have a 32 MOA outer circle. Now that doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, so let me just explain it real fast. So if it's 32 MOA, that means at 100 yards you would see a 32-inch circle. The 503 actually has a 65 MOA. So again, at 100 yards, that's gonna be a 65-inch circle. Now I know what you're thinking, that's a tactical looking shotgun, why are you concerned about 100 yards? Well, basically, as you start decreasing that distance, you no longer have that same diameter right there of 65 inches. So let's say I'm at a 10-yard shot and I just want to pick up my target real fast. Inside my optic, I'm actually going to be able to see like a 6-inch circle at 10 yards. So should be a lot easier to pick up real fast versus just having a dot or anything like that. Now it is a shotgun, let's be honest, point and shoot. If you don't know how to just shoot with iron sights on a shotgun, this optic's really not going to change much for you. It's just something that I wanted, so at nighttime I could actually utilize that optic right there. I do plan on changing a couple other things like the handrail so I could mount a flashlight a little bit differently than putting it around like a lug or something on here. But this is what we have, and I wanted you guys to see the first shots out of it. So what I'm going to do here first is just lock it to the rear, and I'm just going to load one low round cartridge out of here. And as far as that goes, generally speaking, for this firearm, you're not going to be utilizing the low brass. You would want to have something with a little bit more velocity to it. So what I actually have is some double-aught buck that I'm going to load up first at the base. Now this is just a magazine down here, so that's why I'm actually doing it this way. And then I have two more of that first round that's in here. Now the reason I did this is I want to shoot 3 of the light loads and then 3 of the actual double-aught bucks out of here and just see how we really run for this. So I just have a target down here and I'm just going to get a good grip on it, and I have not sighted this in. These are my first rounds out of it, so let's see how we actually do. And let's make sure we actually have our safety off, right? All right, so let's throw safety back on. Now that was our low recoil stuff. That was just like a number 8 shot out of there, nothing crazy. I can see this is hitting slightly to the left from where I was aiming. That's okay. I'm not actually trying to worry about sighting it in. So let's shoot double-aught buck out of it and see how we do with that instead. All right, so number 1. We had our first actual jam right there. Let's go back. We had the same thing happen again. So one more. All right, 3 jams. So brand new. Right now, I know I'm not a big fan of using that double-aught buck through here. It's not actually cycling. So I do have some other low brass ammo. So what I'm going to do is that same pattern. Let's go ahead, load that up in here. And the reason that it's important, it is important to actually learn your firearm prior to needing it in a self-defense situation is, let's say I've never shot this gun. I just bought it from the gun store. I bring it home, I put it right next to my actual bed. Someone breaks in that evening and I think, hey, everything's good, I got my shotgun. I shoot that first round, but there's numerous intruders, and now I'm trying to clear out a firearm. But the first ammo did cycle through here, so let's just pick up our rate of speed, see if we can shoot these next 4 a little bit faster without having any jams. So I'm gonna put that back on fire. There you go, that cycled through perfect. As far as the damage that would be created over there, it'd be significant. The recoil really is not that much, obviously more than a pistol, but it is a 12 gauge. And the reason I recommend this actually for home defense is instead of having that one projectile, you have a lot of projectiles coming out of this firearm every single time you pull the trigger. You don't need precision, you just need to get close. As long as you're in the area, this is a much better gun for home defense in my opinion. Hope you guys enjoy that. If you have any questions about shotguns or stand by later on this summer, I will be releasing all the upgrades I do to the firearm. I'll let you know if I have any other jams or what the issue is when I start getting into it a little bit more. Thanks for watching. As always, make sure you guys leave a comment, turn on that alert notification, and hit subscribe. It helps out the channel. Thanks again, guys.